Greetings fam! If you're looking for a serious gaming laptop that's also powerful enough for creative work and heavy multitasking, this Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 10 could be exactly what you're curious about. With an AMD Ryzen 7260, 32GB DDR5 RAM, 1TB PCIe SSD, and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060, it looks premium on paper. I've researched this configuration thoroughly across tech specs, reviews, and user feedback online to help you see if it's actually worth buying. If you want to check the latest prices you read, tap that link in the bio. Let's start with the CPU since that's one of the most important pieces. This model runs on the AMD Ryzen 7260, an 8-core, 16-thread processor that can boost up to around 5.1 GHz. From what I've seen, this CPU delivers strong multitasking and productivity performance whether you're doing creative work, school projects, or streaming while running apps. And it pairs nicely with the rest of the system. Graphics performance is another standout here, thanks to the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060 with 8GB of VRAM. According to the reported specs, this GPU delivers good performance in modern games at high settings and supports features like ray tracing and DLSS, which can improve frame rates drastically in supported titles. It's a solid middle ground for 1440p gameplay. Memory and storage on this Legion are also impressive. 32GB of DDR5 RAM means you'll have more than enough headroom for running heavy applications, multiple background tasks, and large productivity software without slowdown. The 1TB PCIe SSD ensures fast boot times, smooth game installs, and plenty of space for your files and media. One of the most talked about features online is the 15.1 inches WQXGA, 2560x1600, OLED display with a 165 Hz refresh rate and vibrant color coverage. Reviews and specs mention deep contrast, rich colors, and smooth motion, perfect for both competitive gaming and creative work like photo, video editing. OLED panels also offer superior contrast and clarity compared to standard LCDs. Connectivity is modern and plentiful too. You're getting Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, along with multiple USB-C, USB-A, HDMI 2.1, and Ethernet ports. So hooking up mice, peripherals, monitors, and external drives is straightforward. The 24-zone RGB backlit keyboard also adds customizable flair for gaming sessions. Based on user discussions and real-world impressions online, the Legion 5 Gen 10 handles both gaming and productivity tasks well. Players report smooth gameplay with DLSS and ray tracing enabled at high settings in many popular titles, and creators say the OLED screen is great for content work. Some users also note that battery life when unplugged skews toward average, as expected for a dedicated gaming rig, but overall performance is consistent. However, there are a few limitations worth pointing out. Some gamers online discuss that 8GB of GPU VRAM, while decent, may start feeling limited in future AAA titles at high resolutions, especially with ray tracing enabled, meaning you might need to tweak settings down over time. Also, OLED screens can be reflective in bright environments, which might bother some users. Another consideration is price versus value. Laptops with specs like this don't come cheap, and if you're mainly focused on everyday tasks, simpler systems might be more cost-effective. On the flip side, the performance you get here is ahead of many mid-range gaming laptops and closer to enthusiast territory. So is the Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 10 worth buying? After researching product specs, benchmarks, expert commentary, and real user impressions across the internet, I'd say yes, especially if you want a gaming laptop that also handles productivity and creative work with confidence. The Ryzen 7260, RTX 5060, large RAM, and OLED display make it a powerful all-around machine that should serve well for years. Click the link below for the best price.